Hey everyone, Renee here. So we're on day 3 of my skincare routine vlog, and today's going to be all about post-Tret damage control. So barrier repair, recovery, and skin relief. So this morning I already had to go out really quickly. Clearly it was before I did any routine. It was actually still dark outside. I couldn't do a routine beforehand, so I basically just used this, the last of this clearly. This is all gone. In fact, I'm pretty impressed that I got every last drop. Sure, I was misting at weird angles, but there is really nothing left here. Definitely repurchasing, because what I need right now isn't so much a mist as it is a spray-on moisturizer. That is exactly what it is. From the moment I wake up and my skin just feels really parched and tight from the heating till the time that I'm actually ready to do my skincare routine, this really kind of holds it together. So I just did my water cleanse, and if I weren't filming, I would go immediately on to the next step before my skin starts feeling tight and dry. But, you know, I have some talking to do. So last night was Tret night, and already this morning I can see some slight pilling, especially around here and around this area. I know that it could potentially become more the next day and more the day after that. So I'm not using any concentrated serums today, no vitamin C or anything like that, and that's okay. So right now my skin tuition just really wants me to use this right after cleansing. My Ride or Die Hada Labo Gokujyun Premium Lotion. This is the 2020 upgraded version, and I didn't think it was possible for me to love it more, but here we are. This is a very hydrating formula. It's exactly what my skin is craving right now, because not only does it actually have 7 weights of hyaluronic acid, the third ingredient is urea, which my skin just really needs right now just to calm it down and keep it that way. In fact, it's probably one of the best ingredients to use after any aggressive active treatment. This formula also does not contain parabens, for those of you who are concerned about that. For the record, I am not. The texture is viscous. It's got some beautiful glide when you apply it. It feels like it's just really coating your skin with complete comfort. Just after one layer, my skin feels alive and reconstituted again. And it just feels more plump, actually. No stickiness at all. I'm gonna apply one more layer of this because I just want that bounce. I'm not applying as much, but just a little bit can make a difference. You know, this almost feels better to apply by gliding it and smoothing it over your skin rather than just patting it, because I feel the formula is thick enough. It does feel a little tacky, but actually it kind of dries down really quickly. With my hydrators, I actually prefer to layer the same one over and over again if I feel like I need more, rather than layer a whole bunch of different formulas. My skin just really needs a barrier repair and recovery treatment today. So I'm going to be using NIOD's Modulating Glucosides. Another serum that I find really effective, and I tend to alternate the two, is this one from Apotheca, their Barrier Support Serum. This serum is all about the natural moisturizing factors, and it's got a few different forms of ceramides, the sphingosine, and the cholesterol, as well as lipids. It also has niacinamide. I mean, it is just a really great reparative formula. But today I really feel like I need the modulating glucosides. You guys saw in my last routine that my skin is just really reactive. It gets red very easily. Just from even massage alone, it can go beet red. So I need something that just can really help calm inflammation down, and there's nothing better, in my opinion, than modulating glucosides. This formula is so specific to reducing inflammation, but also helping it repair and recover, that it's really what I need during this phase at the moment. But what I really appreciate about the formula right now is also that it's lipidy as well. So it's actually quite moisturizing, which is what my skin needs. Only problem is there is literally none. This is the last use. But yeah, this is kind of creamy. No, this is not enough. I need to. Okay, I think I have enough here now. But yeah, this is really soothing treatment. It's lightly moisturizing as well. So for those of you with oily skin, you really may not need an extra moisturizer. So I feel it really locks in all the hydration from my Hada Labo, but at the same time, it's not quite enough just for me to go without actual moisturizer. My daytime eye cream, again, is this one from Peach & Lily, their Pure Peach Retinoic Eye Cream. So I don't have a whole lot of this left. I'm saving it for my evening routine, and instead I'm going to go with another one of my go-tos, especially for days like this, for post-Tret days, is this one from Klairs, their Midnight Blue Calming Cream. One of my favorite moisturizers, instantly calming. Everything in this moisturizer just aims to soothe and calm. It's got the guaiacylene, the centella asiatica, but also it's just a really good moisturizer as well. So I'm just going to be at home for the rest of the day. It's not even sunny, so I'm just going to skip the sunscreen. So that's it for my morning routine. I will be back with my evening routine. So tonight I am going to do a double cleanse because I did end up putting some makeup on. One of my bubble friends came to visit me and I figured I should clean up a little bit. But also, I just really wanted to use the new concealer from The Ordinary, from their Colors line, which, by the way, is going to be my new go-to. I personally prefer this over any of their foundations. A lot of times with concealers, either they have the coverage and they have the staying power, but then they're just really thick in consistency, like the IT Cosmetics concealer. This is light as a feather, like really, it is really light. This has the coverage and seriously like the most effortless application, and it doesn't settle into any lines or anything like that. In fact, the opposite, it really smooths everything out further. Especially like around here, my orange peel area, it just completely smooths that out. All this to say, because I am wearing this concealer over some areas of my face, I am going to do a double cleanse because makeup tends to be resistant. So anytime makeup is involved, or mineral sunscreens, because mineral sunscreens and mineral filters tend to be the water resistant kind. And you can always find out if a sunscreen is water resistant because it will have it on the packaging. So the oil cleanser that I've been using is this one from Klairs, their Gentle Black Fresh Cleansing Oil. It's really perfect for my skin right now because it is gentle, minimal ingredients, just a simple blend of oils, and it just feels very pure. This is a lightweight, very balanced blend of oils, so this will suit all skin types. I'm massaging with barely any pressure because my skin has been turning red easily these days, but I'm still focusing more on the areas where I did put the concealer just to really loosen things up. So around the center of my face, around my nose, around my mouth, and obviously under the eyes. Then I add water to emulsify, and then rinse. And then for the second cleanse, I'm going to use Paula's Choice Optimal Results Hydrating Cleanser. I just really love the way this feels on my skin. It's almost like I'm applying a soothing mask. But I'm going to try not to rub too much because, I don't want to exacerbate, redness and heat in my skin, inflammation, or anything like that. So finally, I am reunited with my CAIS. It is back in stock and hopefully for a lot longer. But yeah, if you've seen my previous evening skincare routines, then this is the favorite treatment I like to alternate with my tretinoin. So on non-tretinoin nights, I would actually use this. You guys know that this has also been consistently one of my all-time favorite serums. So whenever there's a period of time where I can't get my hands on it, it's pretty disruptive. Gotta love that beautiful blue. So I always eyeball what I think is what I need. This sinks in fast. Because my skin is so dehydrated, this just absorbs immediately. Pretty much disappeared in a matter of seconds. So last winter, I alternated Tret with CAIL, which I personally really, really love. And also it's perfect for the winter because it is lipidy, it is heavy. So the reason I'm choosing to use this instead right now is because the CAIL, I feel, is actually stronger. They both promote cell turnover. So I feel like if I'm still adjusting to my higher dose Tret, then I don't want to mess around by using CAIL, AIL, as well, because it just may be too much for my skin right now. Otherwise, for the winter time, I find it to be just really great. I am actually struggling to decide which one of these two to use right now. The Hada Gokujyun Premium or the Vegan Kombucha Tea Essence from Dr. Circle. This actually happens quite often. It's hard to decide. You know what, I think I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with this because it's got the hydration, it's got the moisturization, it will give me a good dose of green tea, antioxidants, and it's gentle and hydrating. So, plus, I love doing this. I love watching it mix. It's the small things. I love just the way this looks, the milkiness of this. It's so hydrating. You know, I can actually use both, and if I did, I would use the Hada Labo first and then this, because this is kind of lightly moisturizing, but I feel like my skin can use needs 2 layers of this today. Yeah, I definitely need 2 layers of this today, which is nice because I'm not just layering hydration, but I'm also layering some light moisturizer as well. This takes just a little more time to massage in. I actually think massaging it in is better than patting because it's got the moisturizer in it. This feels good. It feels just right. So the rest of this, you know, I'm using Youth to the People's Dream Eye Cream. Creamy and comforting. And then for moisturizer, Pharmacy's Honey Halo. So that's it for day 3. Tomorrow is going to be device day, so I'm just going to show you exactly when and how I use my devices in my skincare routine. And you know, it's something that last year I went through a long stretch of months where I was really consistent. Totally dropped the ball in the beginning of the year because I wasn't feeling well, but maybe tomorrow will kind of like kickstart a good, you know, consistent phase again. So stay tuned for that, and thank you so much for watching. I've really been enjoying doing this, so I hope you've been enjoying it too. And until tomorrow, I'm wishing you great skin health. Bye.